I have 3 different American muscle cars. So I've got a Mark II Dodge Viper.
Look at that.
I've got a Shelby Cobra, but it's a modern interpretation. And I've got a Ford Mustang, just normal kind of
Which
thing.
one would you
Anyway,
pick? I'll take the Ford Mustang.
I
feel like you're going to say the Dodge.
Good point. So I was going to say the Mustang for how modern it is. Like if I was doing a day-to-day drive, I'd really like the look of the Mustang. But the Dodge Viper is like, I'll pick the Viper because of how it's more rare, more unique.
Yeah.
all these cars do have one very similar thing in common, and it is the fact they have the same horsepower. So what will happen when I drag race them over the standing quarter mile? I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching Car Wow. The Shelby Cobra CSX has a Ford 5-litre naturally aspirated V8 that puts out 460 horsepower and 569 newton meters of torque. It sends power to the rear wheels only via a 6-speed manual gearbox, and the whole car weighs in at just 835 kilograms. No, that's the dry weight. So with fluids and stuff like that, it's probably going to be around 1 ton. The CSX, which is the first one of Shelby Cobras to be available in the UK in 60 years, is available through Clive Sutton, with prices starting from £195,000 for each build slot.
Would you like that or a Lambo?
Lambo.
That's a Lambo money, that one.
This 2019 Ford Mustang has a 5-litre naturally aspirated V8 that puts out 460 horsepower and 520 newton meters of torque. It sends power to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox, and the car weighs in at 1,808 kilograms. When it was new, this Mustang cost from £55,000.
But
the Dodge Viper GTS has an 8-litre naturally aspirated V10 that puts out 456 horsepower and 664 newton meters of torque. It sends power to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox, and the whole car weighs in at 1,595 kilos. When it was new in 1998, the Viper cost £69,000, but today it's valued at £78,000. So Rory, I don't really know much about this car. Can you just tell me?
It's from Clive Sutton. It looks like an old car, but actually underneath it has modern purpose-built chassis, and it has a modern Mustang engine and gearbox. It's like looking really cool, but when you turn it on a cold morning, it actually starts, and you might not kill yourself.
Okay, or you might. That's why I'm
got a helmet.
I've got the same engine and gearbox as you, but I don't have launch control, but you do.
I do. Weirdly, I have a manual gearbox like you, but I have launch control because on these Mustangs, the launch control is on the manual version, but that's going to help me, yeah.
So let's
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Welcome to the channel, Adam.
Manual launch control.
Can you tell me about your crazy Viper?
I don't think launch control existed back when this was built.
It did, but probably just on race cars. That isn't. It's basically got a truck engine, hasn't it?
Well, they say it's a truck engine. I think Lamborghini helped develop it as their first V10, but that gives it a lot of torque.
That's interesting.
Torque is good, but sometimes it can mean that you can overwhelm the grip of your tyres. So it's going to be me and you basically doing our best, and Rory using launch control. So that's going to be interesting. But before we get into the racing, let's just compare the sound of the cars. Adam, rev up your Viper.
A V10, it just sounds like these cars shouldn't sound as good as this. I'll be very surprised if they do. Yeah, it does, my face.
That is amazing. Can you do it again?
Yeah, please. It's an eargasm right now.
Doesn't sound as good as a Tesla. Let's have a listen to yours, Rory.
It's still bassy, but it's not as popping. It still sounds good though.
That is really good as well, but have a listen to this.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
That sounds
good. Shakes as well.
It shook the whole car.
Not me off the limiter.
You nearly flew out. No wonder why he's wearing a helmet.
I'm a bit scared, but let's go.
Like literally no driver's aid at all. No ESP, no traction control, not even any ABS, no roof for protection. I think these are just for show. And that's not going to provide any support, is it?
Yeah, that's why he's wearing a helmet. If he crashes, he's done. No way! He's gone!
He's good.
He's loving it. Oh, he's off. It's the weight, you know that. It's so light.
Come on!
Mustang's left behind.
Been absolutely trounced.
He's pissed. That little car's a bolt. Right, after seeing that first race, has your mind changed on the car, or would you still stick to the Mustang?
I would still stick to Mustang.
Just because how it looks. It's more modern looking, isn't it?
It's not even that. Like, I just like the way it looks.
Yeah,
it looks more monstrous.
You like aggressive. She likes aggressive looking cars.
That's why I love BMW.
Yeah, she likes M cars.
Yeah.
Oh man, Rory, you got off great with your launch
His
control,
car started
and I was
flying.
sliding
Oh,
slightly
sorry.
towards you, but
They
then
slid, see
managed
that?
to steer straight. I was just watching you really. I have no idea how
That
Adam
was
C was getting on.
good.
Yeah, I got a bit of slip off the line. That probably killed the race, but I'm surprised how much I got ahead of the Mustang.
Yeah, I had a really good launch, and I think
Yeah.
I was in front of Adam to begin
And he's the
with,
only
but
one with
then
launch
you came
control, I saw,
roaring
yeah?
past with all that torque. Yeah, unfortunately, this thing just couldn't keep up. I mean, I was doing a lot of concentrating on gear changes, but I think I got them all nailed. It's just, yeah, it just wasn't quick enough.
And the reason is,
Damn.
right, two things. Massive rear tyres, it hooked up so well even though it was spinning its wheels. And of course this car is so much lighter because there's
Yeah.
nothing to
I'm
it.
surprised I kind of caught the Cobra a little bit, but then couldn't quite get past.
Ooh, so you reckon if you have a better launch you might beat me?
That's exactly
Ah,
what I
round
my
two.
head.
I was
Okay, well
gonna
let's do
say.
best 2 out of 3, see what happens. This time round I'm going to use less rev.
Oh, so
off the
2 out
line.
of 3, so another 2 more.
Oh, bit of a block.
Mate, it's off. It's the weight. It's too
Oh
light.
my god.
Yeah,
She
he's-
takes off.
Cobra versus Viper. That is sick.
Come on!
Same result.
There's no way I'm getting anywhere near them.
He's the one with launch control. These two don't even have launch control. Imagine they did. It's literally the same result.
I love this thing, it's so...
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt ends up putting an order in for one of these cars. He's got a good car collection, you know, and
Yeah, he looks like he's falling in love with that.
Yeah, he loves. Look at him, he's so
Yeah.
happy.
Raw. It's raw. That time
Raw.
my engine bogged down a bit because I had less revs because I didn't want so much wheel spin, but ultimately it
Hilarious.
did exactly the same time. Best 2 out of 3, it won. However, Adam, was your launch better that time?
My launch was marginally better. I still had a bit of slip, but I think in a half mile I could have reined you in and overtaken.
Ooh, well, we'll find out about that in a bit.
He's
Rory,
challenging.
You got anything to add?
I'm not going to launch any better than that. I got the gear changes even better that time. Just don't have the power, unfortunately.
Well, you have the power, but you have too much weight. That's
Yeah,
what it
look.
is.
Yeah.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the Shelby won. It completed the standing quarter mile in 12.5 seconds.
Shelby's
The Dodge
so
took
light
12.7
as well.
seconds,
Off.
and the Ford was last with a time of 13.
You know what's mad? It's only a second difference, but look how big the gap was.
Yeah.
1 second was that much of a gap
6
between
seconds.
them. It's crazy.
In third gear. First and a half mile marker wins. I'm going to put these rubbish little windscreen wipers on.
Oh, look at the wipers.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the wipers are great.
Oh, you know what? It's the V10. Oh, he's bringing it back. Yeah.
I won!
That car has, I think they said 8-litre engine, and it's a V10. It's just got too much spread, so the power range is a lot more. So on the higher speeds, it will just keep going, man. That's why it's done that. But that's not bad. I thought the gap was
I bet
bigger.
you're pleased with that, aren't you? You absolutely just shot off. It's almost like you cheated.
When we started, I went!
What? 8 and you, yeah, Rory.
I'd shake my head if I were you as well.
I'm having a lovely
He has
day
no
listening to the V8, but yeah, it just shows you what the extra weight doing to the performance. I mean, it's a quick car by any standard, but next to you too. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, really.
So the next test I'm a little bit worried about, but I think you have the same problem, don't you, Adam? Because we're going to do a brake test. I don't have ABS, do you?
Absolutely not, and it's good at locking up tyres.
That's gonna be
Unfortunately, it's just
interesting.
started to rain as well, which is going to add to
I
the
think that's where the
intrigue.
Mustang's
yeah,
gonna
if you want to
win.
watch a brake
Yeah.
test,
Or win
stay with us, see
something.
what
It'll
happens.
win
It's a
that.
bit crazy. If you'd rather watch another drag race with some American muscle cars, click on the pop-out banner appearing in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or scan the QR code appearing on the screen now with your mobile phone if you're watching on smart TV. If not, let's do it. Okay, but what we're going to do, we're going to do it from 70 miles an hour. Has anyone showed you where the cones are?
So Adam, yeah, we'll build up speed up to 70. It's the quarter-mile cones, and that's where you just smash the brakes on and hope you live.
Seeing as you just said that, Rory, we're going to do it from 60 miles an hour so that me and Adam can make it home. Come on.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's dangerous.
Okay.
That's not bad, you know. But you said it, the Mustang won.
Yeah.
I lost badly, but not as badly as I thought.
I've got no ABS either. I had to pump it. I was like, yeah. Right, I'm glad we weren't going quicker. Imagine if we were doing 100. That would have been awful.
Car would
It'd be
have
interesting
flipped.
when you drive your car down there, Adam, to see if there's some bumping sensations to the steering wheel. You might have flat spotted it.
Luckily, I've got some tyres currently in a container from the States coming for this car.
A long drive home will
Oh,
round
wow.
off. It'll all be fine.